Radio, 6 minutes past Radio Breakfast. I'm Dean McCulloch. Thank you for your company this morning. Good to have you with me. It's an important day today, World Suicide Prevention Day, and we had Lucy Spraggin on the phone there sharing her story about just how much she's completely turned her life around, and it just so happens that giving up booze was a part of that. Big shout out to Harry this morning. He said, this chat has inspired me to go sober again for a while. Thank you very much. Harry, good. Do it, because I'm doing it. So I want everybody to, if I'm not going out and drinking, then I don't want anybody going out and drinking. It's a great time to not go out and drink, I tell you, because of all these regulations, etc., etc. And I do want to say a good morning to Naz. Naz sent us a message earlier on, if I could find it. Where is it? Raz, sorry. He said, great hearing Hadaya on the show this morning, Dean. I've totally have felt like I don't belong in either community, and I still struggle with my religious side. So it was nice to hear this chat this morning. I hope someone feels better after hearing this interview. Well, actually, we've got Matt Mahmood on the line now from the Naz and Matt Foundation. You may remember we had Matt on the show. Gosh, was it about a month ago now, Matt?
Yes, good morning. It was about just over a month ago now, 30th of July.
We need to stop doing this. We need to stop making this a monthly thing. It's becoming too much of a bad habit. But you're here today to talk to us about these statistics that have came out today with regards to LGBT people having religious parents, and how, 64% of those people struggle with suicidal thoughts, anxiety and depression. Now, I just want to remind you that we are going to be talking about things of a sensitive subject here. It is an important subject, and we will be sensitive to the fact that there might be some little ears listening. But if you feel like it might be too triggering for you this morning, then please do come back and join us in about 5 minutes time, where we've got music on the way from Topic, and we'll do some Amory for you as well. So Matt, welcome along to the show again today. These statistics are really damaging, but they're damning figures, because it's just, the mind boggles as to why parents of religious parents of these children that are coming out find it so hard to come to terms with it. But this is a very common story for you, isn't it?
Yes, sadly it is. I lost my beautiful fiancé, Naz, of 13 years. I lost him sadly in 2014, 2 days after his deeply religious family confronted him about being gay for the first time at the age of 34. Now, he always knew that it'd be pretty much impossible to come out to his family, so he put that into a box, never to be opened, and sadly that box was opened not by him but by his family. And it became known by his parents straight away that he was gay. And that's why we've been looking into we've been doing a big survey actually to actually try and understand the scale of the problem, because we as a charity, Naz and Matt Foundation, we support individuals from all faith backgrounds who are struggling because of their parents, their religious parents, or culturally conservative parents. And we found that in the data and the surveys that we did, we found that LGBTQ plus individuals, they're twice as likely to feel suicidal compared to other LGBTQ plus people. And that's frightening and scary. And that's why we really wanted to talk about it on World Suicide Prevention Day, because these things can be stopped. They shouldn't be happening. Individuals should not be felt that they don't belong in their own family, and also they don't belong within communities. So it's really important for us to have difficult conversations like this, because by having these conversations, we can create a better understanding. And by creating that understanding, we can start to bring the change that we want to see in so many families around the UK and the world.
What can we do then, Matt, now, today, to help this change? Because, we sometimes, even within the LGBT community, we don't know how lucky we are and how much privilege some of us do have, And I think that we need to pull each other up so that we're all equal in our own community, because I find it just really hard to comprehend how difficult it must be for someone with religious parents to come out, because my coming out was so easy for me. Well, it was and it wasn't, but I didn't have to live a lie, is what I'm trying to say. So what can we do to help speed up this change so that no more lives are lost?
One really important way of helping is for us to keep talking in public like this, but also to share our stories. And I'm so pleased that you had Hadaya on earlier. Hadaya does such great work and great support for LGBTQI plus Muslims. And it's because by having Hidayah on and hearing what they do, that allows someone who's listening who perhaps didn't even know a support group existed for them.
Yes.
And so quite often we hear when people contact us if they've felt or thought that they were the only one from their religious background who was gay or was trans. And so it's important that we bring the community together in a way that somebody who doesn't identify as LGBTQI+ or isn't from a religious background, they can reach out and offer support. And they can offer their contact details to if there's somebody experiencing really bad negativity within their family, that support mechanism is there. You know, there's obviously charities like Hearts that can provide support, but I think the more people listening who can actually be an ally to other LGBTQI people from religious backgrounds, offer their support and help them on their journey and show that there is a safe place for them to be if ever they need that.
I think it's such a shame, isn't it? Because it's not just tragic that LGBT plus people from a religious background or a culturally conservative background. It's not only that they feel like they're the only one in their community who feels this way, but they feel like taking their own life is the only way out. That cannot happen. That is something that needs to be stopped. And we as a community need to use our platforms and use the love that we have in our hearts to be able to support those people and to support that part of our community, which is so vital in making sure that we've got a really colourful and diverse community so that we can tackle equality towards the rest of the world front on together. If you know somebody who might need a helping hand or someone to talk to, or if you are somebody who feels that you need help to bring someone into their reality, into their authentic self, then please get on to nazamatfoundation.org/parents. There's really good advice on there, and I think that, Matt, you would welcome anybody with open arms today, especially today, right?
Absolutely. We're here to support you, and there are others out there in the community ready to support you too. So please don't sit in silence. Please don't sit and suffer. Just reach out, make the first step, and it will be difficult, but we're here to help.
Matt Mahmood, thank you very much, and sending you lots of love today.
Thank you. Big hugs.